Hello, my name is Syukur Now I going to share you my reading book. This is the third book I have read. The title book is Exploring How Recontext Works. The first, kita akan membahas tentang pengertian-pengertian tentang recontext. Dan yang pertama, social function of recontext atau fungsi sosial recontext. A recount tells about something that happened in the past, atau recount ini menceritakan tentang sesuatu yang telah terjadi pada masa lampau. Yang kedua yaitu generic structure of recount text atau struktur umum recount text. Yang pertama adalah orientation. Orientation is providing the setting and introducing the participant using first person point of view atau memperkenalkan tokoh dengan menggunakan sudut pandang orang pertama. Yang kedua yaitu events, telling and describing a series of events which happen, yaitu menceritakan dan menggambarkan rangkaian peristiwa. Yang ketiga yaitu reorientation. Reorientation is stating the writer's personal note. It is optional closure of events. Maksudnya di sini yaitu menyatakan catatan pribadi penulis atau penutup. Dan ini adalah hanya opsionalnya saja. Kalau emang ada, boleh. Kalau tidak ada, juga boleh. The next, language features of recount text atau fitur bahasa recount text. Yang pertama, kita dapat menggunakan using specific participant. Specific participant is the characters involved in the story is specific, not general. Maksudnya adalah menggunakan tokoh utama tertentu atau karakter yang bersifat khusus atau tidak umum. Contohnya cerita tentang R.A. Kartini, Mr. Handoko, dan lain sebagainya. Okay, the next, using chronological connectives or time conjunction is to connect flows in the stories systematically and easy to be understood. Maksudnya di sini adalah menggunakan penghubung kronologis atau konjungsi waktu yang menghubungkan cerita secara sistematik dan mudah dipahami. Next, we also using material process, using linking verb, using action verb to show action. Yang maksudnya di sini menggunakan kata kerja yang menunjukkan action dan menunjukkan action tersebut yang kegiatan yang dapat kita lihat. Kita juga dapat menggunakan simple past tense. Juga menggunakan use rational verbs to connect the subjects and their complements, and the last using adjective to modify noun atau menggunakan kata sifat yang untuk memodifikasi noun. Contohnya beautiful, hike, dan lain sebagainya. We will continue about types of recount text. The first is factual recount. Factual recount is to record the particulars of an accident atau mencatat rincian kecelakaan atau peristiwa, such as report scientific experiment, police report, news report, historical account. Di sini juga kita membahas tentang generic structure of factual recount. The first, orientation. This sets a context for understanding the events that follow, provides background information about who, where, when, and lain sebagainya. Secondly, record of events. Record of events, it is recounted in chronological orders. And the last, reorientation. It rounds off the sequence of events, usually by resetting event in time. Okay, the next type of recount text is procedural recount. Procedural recount is to inform listeners or readers. It records events such as a science experiment or a cooking experience. It also presents the event chronologically or in order in which they happen, such as telling someone how you boiled something. Maksudnya di sini adalah procedural recount adalah untuk menginformasikan pendengar atau pembaca. Ini merekam peristiwa seperti eksperimen, sains atau pengalaman memasak. Ini juga menyajikan peristiwa secara kronologis atau dalam urutan di mana mereka terjadi. Procedural recount also has general structure. It is orientation. Orientation is provide purpose of the activity atau memberikan tujuan kegiatan. Contohnya siapa yang terlibat dalam peristiwa tersebut, atau when, atau kapan, di mana, dan apa pengalaman di cerita tersebut, di peristiwa tersebut. Yang kedua yaitu list of events, present events. That is what the people did. It tells the event chronologically, like first, next, finally. They show the sequence of events. And reorientation. It describes the outcome of the activity atau menggambarkan hasil kegiatan. It can also express people's personal opinion regarding the events. The types of recount text, also personal recount. This meaning is the writer an event that the writer was personally involved in, such as a family holiday or your opinion on a subject. Atau personal recount ini adalah untuk menceritakan kembali suatu peristiwa yang penulisnya terlibat secara pribadi, seperti liburan keluarga atau pendapat tentang suatu objek. Personal recount it also has a generic structure atau struktur umum, and the same of types what I explained before. Hanya saja di generic structure of personal recount ini it has one different yang hanya ada penambahannya saja, atau perbedaannya saja, yaitu yang ditambahkan di personal recount itu title. The title it usually summarizes the next and informs specific participant atau merangkum informasi spesifik tokoh. Seperti my family, I, atau my friend, seperti begitu. Title-nya seperti begitu. General structure of personal account is orientation, a list of events, and the last reorientation. The next types of recount text is imaginative recount. Imaginative recount is to take on an imaginary role and give details of events. Atau mengambil peran imajinasi dan memberikan detail peristiwa. Generic structure of imaginative recount is the same of generic structure of personal pronoun. It is title, orientation, list of events, present event, and reorientation. And the next types of recount text is historical recount. Historical recount is to inform by retelling by past event and achievement in a person's life. It was specific names of the people involved in the biography. It presents the events chronologically or in order in which they happen. Maksudnya adalah suatu informasi dengan menceritakan kembali peristiwa masa lalu dan pencapaian dalam kehidupan seseorang. Seperti 6 spesifik orang terlibat dalam ini menjanjikan secara kronologis dalam urutan di mana peristiwa itu terjadi. Ini biasanya biografi seseorang. Dan historical recount it has a generic structure. The first, orientation. It gives the reader the background information as to why this person is not worthy and should have biography written about them. The opening paragraph should answer the questions who, when, where, and how. Yaitu memberi kepada pembaca informasi tentang latar belakang mengapa orang ini penting dan harus memiliki biografi yang ditulis tentang mereka dengan sesuai dengan pertanyaan seperti who, when, where, and how. And secondly, series of events. It is a present series usually told in chronological order. Itu menyajikan serangkaian peristiwa biasanya diceritakan dalam urutan kronologis sesuai dengan urutan yang ceritanya. And the last, reorientation. It is consists of a type of conclusion with a comment on the contribution this person has made or a summary and evaluation of the person's achievement. Yaitu terdiri dari jenis kesimpulan dengan komentar tentang kontribusi yang telah dibuat telah dibuat oleh orang ini atau ringkasan atau evaluasi pencapaian orang tersebut. Okay, I will continue about my reading book. This is the first book, and I will explain to you. This book was designed to us is how to make specific goals related to our English learning, and the second tips to improve our speaking, listening, and reading and writing skills in English. And the last, what resources are available to help us learn English in our own time. Now I'm explain to us 5 limiting beliefs about learning English. The first, I'm too old to learn English. Many people say that. You remember it. You are never too old to learn something new. It is not true that there is an age limit for learning a new language. It may, however, be more difficult as time goes on, but you are up for a challenge, right? Instead of making up excuse of what you are not learning, keep track of what you know or have learned. Kamu tidak pernah tua untuk belajar sesuatu. Selama kamu bisa belajar, kamu pasti bisa. Jika engkau mau belajar bahasa Inggris, umur tidak menentukan bisa belajar atau tidaknya. The second, I cannot speak English professionally without traveling. This is many people say that also. This is not true. And we have seen of people that speak profession English and they have never traveled to any English speaking country. They speak and understand English. Mereka bisa berbahasa Inggris walaupun mereka tidak traveling kemanapun. Jadi tergantung kita sendiri apakah kita mau belajar atau tidak. Dan yang ketiga yaitu I have no one to speak English with. Uh, that's okay. You can learn to speak English no matter where you live in the world, as long as you have access to a computer. So, jika kamu mempunyai komputer, kita bisa belajar dari situ secara online. Kita bisa mencari teman kita secara online untuk bisa berbahasa Inggris. Dan yang keempat yaitu I cannot remember all of the English grammar rules. No one can remember all the grammar rules. Tidak ada yang tahu semua aturan-aturan grammar. But learning a new language is not about learning rules. It is about learning words that allow you communicate with other people. Okay, the last, I'm afraid to make mistakes. And so many people say that. Saya takut melakukan kesalahan. Ya udah, nggak usah berbahasa Inggris. Mistakes are good and so excellent. The more mistakes you make, the faster and more you will learn. Everyone makes mistakes all the time. You should try not to get hung up on feeling bad about making mistakes. Jadi jangan takut membuat kesalahan. Berbahasa Inggris lah. Gunakanlah kata-kata yang bisa kamu tahu dan jangan takut ditertawakan, jangan takut membuat kesalahan. The book give us the motivation to learn English is stop making excuse and telling yourself that you cannot learn English. Learn to speak English is something that is totally possible, and you just need to approach your language learning in a positive manner and stop your negative doubt. The next something yang mempengaruhi kita bisa berbahasa Inggris dengan lancar atau tidak lancar adalah the first negative mindset and fear, and the second positive mindset. Negative mindset and fear. When you have a negative mindset or are afraid to do something, you make up constant excuse of why you cannot or will not do something. You start to convince yourself that your excuses are true. If you continue to have a negative mindset, you will probably not learn to speak English fluently. If you continue be negative and fearful, you will continue fail and you not to see advances in your English acquisition. Don't let your negative feelings determine what you do in life. Think about what you need to do English. Okay, we will continue about positive mindset. Being an optimist and looking at the positive side of things can improve your chance of learning English fluently. Positive thinking can help you learn to speak English faster. When you are positive or excited about something, you feel good. This is how you should feel when you are learning and studying English. The next is goals. In order to learn English fluently and successfully, you need to specific goals related to your language learning. By creating SMART or SMART, if we read goal, you will be able to create a specific goal that in turn will give you the steps you need to achieve it. SMART goal standards are 4, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. I will explain one by one about a smart about a sort of a smart is the first specific goals help you answer who will meet the goal, what is your goal, what do you need to do to meet the goal, when will you meet your goal by, where or how will you meet this goal, and dan lain sebagainya. It is important to set a date to know when you need to complete your goal by. This will help you create a plan or timeline. Secondly, measurable. Measurable goals are concrete and specific. You will be able to measure your actions and know if you successfully meet your goal. And the third, attainable. Attainable goals will be something that you can physically or mentally do within the time restraint. It should be a goal that is achievable. Relevant goals help you evaluate if they are specific to what you want to achieve. And the last, time-bound. Time-bound goals have an end or finish date. You will know if you met your goal by specific date that you set. The next, reevaluate how you are learning English. You will take action. The first, evaluate how you learn something best. What is the best way for you to improve your English language speaking? And second, pick one new method that you can do to learn to or improve your English. For example, watch TV in English, listen to podcast, find an online native English tutor, and dan lain sebagainya. Next, language as a tool, not a science. The purpose of learning a new language is so that you can communicate with more people. If you speak English fluently, you will be able to make new friends, talk to people, carry on conversations, ask questions, and understand when someone speaks with you. Next, improve your speaking. You will not learn to speak English in one day, but the more you practice, the better you will get. First, finding someone to speak English with online. Temukan seseorang yang dapat berbicara bahasa Inggris via online. Online, you can find people to practice English with on many websites. The second, make an audio or video journal. Buatlah audio atau video jurnalmu. Every day you could record yourself speaking about your day or topic. This would allow you to practice speaking, and you could play back the recordings to see how you are improving over time. Even making a goal of speaking for 1 more minute a day can help you improve over time. The third, memorize phrases, not words. Ingatlah frasa, bukan kata-kata. When you are learning a new language, it is sometimes difficult to know what to focus on. Many people focus on memorizing list of words in the new language. This is not good practice. Instead, try memorizing phrases or sentence stems that are meaningful to you. So, phrases that you will use often or more than once. Next, improve your listening. There are many different activities you can do to improve your English listening skill. Remember, you will not understand everything you hear you hear. That's okay. At the beginning, you only understand 20 and 30% of what you hear in English. Don't panic. Focus on the words you do understand and try to understand the overall meaning of what you are listening to. Next, improve your reading. Many people that are trying to learn to speak English are good at reading. This may be the case for you, and it may not be. It is important to improve your English reading skills as well as your speaking and listening skills. Next, improve your writing. The best way to improve your writing is writing. You cannot get better at it if you never do it. Write in your journal every day. Write a story. Keep your writing simple. Read your writing out loud. Okay, I will continue explain about my reading book. This is the fifth book. The title is Teaching Speaking Theories and Methodologies. First, typical learner problems. This typical learner problems is cannot sustain spoken interaction beyond short segments, frequent communication breakdowns and misunderstandings, lack of vocabulary needed to talk about common interactions, lack of communication strategies, speak slowly and takes too long to compress utterances, cannot participate actively in conversation, spoken English doesn't sound natural, and poor grammar. And the last, poor pronunciation. Next, reasons for poor speaking skills. Because lack of curriculum emphasis on speaking skills, teachers limited English proficiency, class conditions do not favor oral activities, limited opportunities outside of class to practice, examination system doesn't emphasize oral skills. Next, aspects of oral fluency. Use of conversational routines, use of short and long terms, topic range, mastery of basic function, use of agency, pairs, use of casual and formal language, turn-taking skills, backing channeling, and thus use of communication strategies. Three major speech types is interactions, transactions, and performance. Features of interaction is create social interaction, address the face needs of participants, focus and participants and their social needs, interactive recurring, two-way participation, feedback and response, may be casual or formal, reflect patterns and rules, include greetings, small talk, compliments, personal recount, and narratives. Features of transaction is giving or obtaining information or getting goods and service, focus on message, communication strategies, information oriented, goods and service oriented, and provide language support and follow-up activities to focus inquiry. Feature of performance is on audience, speaker creates a product, a single speaker, recognizable, scripts and language more formal, use modal speech, presentation, and other modal text, examine discourse and grammatical features, and contract and practice parallel text. Next, Goals for a successful speaking lesson and course. Contract and practice parallel text. Next, goals for a successful speaking lesson and course. Activities other specific aspects of oral skills, sufficient language and other supports for tasks, balance of ocular and fluency activities, modeling for speaking activities. Activities are suitable for students of different professional levels, have ample talking time, participate actively in lessons, grammar and pronunciation errors and others are potentially. Activities have takeaway value. A progression from controlled practice for free practice, opportunities for personalization, experiential success, and pressure factor. Okay, that's all my explanation. The reading book, my reading book, and thank you.